Bonjour, hello, and welcome to another vlog. I'm assuming this is on a Thursday. We've been doing a great streak so far, so I don't want to break it. It is Wednesday. Not that the days matter in my vlogs, because it's not a weekly vlog, but I am going to get my nails done. I really hope I don't scare Lauren with my scabs, but it also doesn't matter. And I am looking forward to scrubbing my tan off tonight, having fresh nails, putting tan on tomorrow, which I've got a new tan. That Andrew's in London at the moment, and the tan that I want is brand new. It's a Bondi Sands one that's been released. Whoop. And it is for pale people. It's like their Technicolor range or something. And it basically doesn't make you look orange and gives you a green hue. All of that crap that clearly doesn't work in my favour unless I've got a good base tan, which involves either a sunbed or being in the sun. And I don't like really any of those things. I do like a sunbed, I'm not gonna lie. But we are on the healthy skincare train. Also, anything involving leaving the house is setting me on edge at the moment, which is, well, that's fun, isn't it? Not ideal. So all I keep on doing is feeling the need to go to the toilet, which I'd rather not do. And quite frankly, I've got nothing left. Sorry in advance, Lauren, if you are watching this, and that's a bit TMI, but I am looking forward to you doing my nails and just having a big old catch up. I've got loads to talk about. Good morning. Well, it's not really, if I'm honest. I got my nails done yesterday. Fabulous. Was lovely. I'm so thankful for them. They're so lovely. I look down at them, they make me smile. I'm gonna take that. But I have not had a good morning this morning. Woke up with the shits, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like this is where my anxiety has stemmed from the past 2 weeks. I have just been on and off, feeling like I need to go to the toilet. I feel like my anxiety brings it on, and then I get my toilet trauma from all that too, because I had 15 years of stomach issues, undiagnosed and everything. I'm diagnosed now, I'm on medication. It's been swimmingly, absolutely fine. However, I do have the occasional flare-ups. Can manage them. Normally it just wipes me out for a couple of days, 2 at the most. I'm sore, I'm bloated, but I just kind of crack on and I know the drill. However, recently it's been like a daily occurrence kind of thing, and I am on new medication, and I'm sure that that's spiking it to a certain degree, and maybe I'm not recovering as well as I normally would, but I feel like physically I'm probably fine now, but it's the anxiety that is just spurring it on. So if I get a twinge in my stomach, or I'm really hungry, or anything that's stomach related or feels like a sensation, instant panic. And I hate it. But particularly this morning, I woke up with stomach pains and was basically on the toilet 6:30 this morning. And so I didn't manage to go to the gym, which I feel has thrown me off a bit, because I've been on a bit of a streak these last couple of days. Not that I need to go to the gym every day, but I feel like what I'm doing and have been doing at the gym these past couple of days hasn't been massively intensive. That wasn't the purpose. It's just the fact of leaving the house and making that feel more regular thing, and tackling the anxiety I've got, because it's also attached from being away from toilet home, just leaving the house, and Andrew's been amazing helping me with that, but it has just been like, I obviously want to have the gym become a safe space again, and exercise become a thing, because I think that'll also help my anxiety basically. And looking at it as a blanket thing, I haven't exercised for about 2 months, and that's because I've been on new medication. I've been adjusting to that and just taking it in my stride, and I haven't felt the need to exercise because A, I haven't had the energy, and B, I just haven't felt up to it. So yeah, waking up this morning feeling like that, not being able to do what has been making me feel great these last 2 days, feeling like I'm accomplishing something, sucked. And with that in mind, I think it's just brought another thing. So I feel like I've got a migraine coming on. I've took some paracetamol almost 3 hours ago. I feel like at 2 o'clock I'm just going to go in hardcore and take some soluble sulfadine, because I know that that nips in the bud, but I didn't know this was going to be as bad as it has been. So I've just had a very slow morning and I'm annoyed, I'm agitated. I should have been in the office today sorting the studio out because I've got the shoot with Grace next week and there's just so much to do. And I feel like I've got this whole, I don't want to get upset, but I just constantly feel like I'm just letting people down. Like I've got some, there's there's a few things that I should have had finished by now and it's been delayed. There's been potential people that I'm going to work with that I'm constantly like putting on the back burner because I physically just don't have the time. I can't look at a screen, or I'm trying to deal with my daily work that I have to do. And you can make up a million excuses, but the one thing I do is put so much pressure on myself to do a load of things. And then I have, you know, Andrew or, you know, other people that care about me saying like, you don't have to do that, it's okay if you don't do that. But then it gets to a point where I was like, well, it's not okay now because they're chasing, and I don't want to come across like I'm unreliable or this is my work ethic, because it's not. But it's just all a bit too much now, and I'm like, do you know what, I have to put myself first. And I am having to do a lot of things in baby steps that's frustrating me and aggravating me and making me feel like I've gone back to square one where I used to be with my anxiety. And it's just annoying. And this weekend I'm going down to my mum's. I'm seeing her on Saturday. It's bank holiday weekend and I'm really looking forward to that. But I just feel like, oh, what am I going to be up against then? Like stuff that you're supposed to look forward to and enjoy and embrace, I just now have fear towards, and I hate it. You know, even people asking me like, do you want to do something next week? Do you want to do something in a couple of weeks? It's like, I don't know how I'm going to feel. So in my head I'm like, well, I don't want to say yes, because what if next week I have another flare up, or I'm just really not feeling it and I have to craft out a text or make that phone call to be like, look, I'm really not up for it. And then I know that that's going to make me feel bad because I hate letting people down. But yeah, I'm not having a good day today. And I felt like my vlog last week was really shit, and I've just finished that off and uploaded it. And I feel like no one's going to want to watch it, and they're just going to think I'm a one-trick pony of just sitting here and talking to a camera. But in my head I keep reminding myself that you're not doing this for anyone else. You're doing it because you enjoy it. You enjoy the editing. You enjoy sharing content. So I'm going to stop being a Debbie Downer now. It's exhausting. I'm going to put some tan on. I scrubbed my tan off last night. We don't have a bath at the moment because Andrew fell when he was in the shower a couple of weeks ago and made a massive hole in it, which was terrifying. So we've got a black bin bag that's just covering a hole, and so I normally scrub I have an hour bath. I have a human soup, and I let my skin just soften and I scrub my tan off. But no, I've literally been having to like just scrub it off really quickly in the shower, so I don't think it's even. Don't think my scrubbing's great, but I think we're still in the winter, so it doesn't really matter. I have got a new tan. I'm really up for this. This is actually a new Bondi Sands tan that I saw on TikTok. Someone using it, and I'm really fair. Borderline see-through, some might say. And I'm sick of looking orange or a tinge of green, and that's because I'm not using a right formula for my skin tone. So this has a cool tone, which I thought it'd be like a warm tone, but maybe warm and warm doesn't look right. It says, formulated for fair skin tones, counteracts the development of orange tones for a cool natural colour, contains electrolyte hydration. Trying to be PC. I have waxed my moustache because I know that I'm not going to put any tan on my face. Feels great, just very red. So I'm gonna do my upper body, so let's start with that, shall we? I'm sure that if I show any nudity I can always edit it out, that's always an option. Right, unlock it I think. Oh, give it a good old shake. To be honest, I'm not doing this properly because I'm using an old mitt that I used for my other tan, so there's gonna be some cross-contamination, but it's still Bondi sand, so we'll see how it goes. I feel like it's better than the other one I have because it doesn't, the other one doesn't spread as well, but I don't know whether that's because it's darker and it's so obvious where I haven't done, but it's a nice glow. I moisturise my hands, my elbows, and then under my armpits. Yeah, it's a lot lighter. Don't think I scrubbed very well there. It's nice and glowy. I really like it. I think it's working for me. Right, I'll show you once I'm done. This is a leg done. My arms are done too, and this is not a leg done. I think they say whatever the colour of your veins are, that's your undertone, and I feel like mine are very blue, so I think that's what they mean. But even against there, it's a very drastic change, and I'm chuffed with it, and it feels so hydrating. Love it. Well done, Bondi Sands. So it is the following morning. Tan looks not too bad, but I did do a boo-boo. That is not good. I'm hoping that when it washes off, it's not going to look too bad, but it's my hands. I wash my hands a lot, so I'm sure it'll fade. I was a bit naughty and went against what I was going to do. I brought, when I was editing my last vlog, and I know that my tan was coming to the end and I was getting a bit streaky, I did look very two-toned, so I've almost brought it up where you might have a beard. So I've literally fake tanned here downwards. I hope that when I wash this off it's going to go down quite a bit, but it's definitely better than the one that I used before. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but when I have my other tan on and I'll see what I look like, I just look green. I'm gonna go wash this off, and I think I'm gonna wash my hair as well. It doesn't really need to be washed. I'm not coming back till Sunday night. I know that I'll end up needing to wash it like Saturday night or something, and I'd rather just chill being down at my mum's, so I'm just gonna do it now so that it's done. Hands aren't great, could have done better. Loving the beard I've done. I feel like that kind of flows a bit more, considering that obviously you wash your face and stuff, it's gonna fade. I guess the next couple of days I'll see how nice it fades, how easy it is to get off my skin after a week or so. Not vibing with my hands, that was more my technique than anything else. I feel glowy, love it. Just gonna show how I finish my hair off. Normally when I wash my hair, shampoo it twice, put an Olaplex mask in, leave that in 20 minutes, half an hour, then I wash that out and I then put a moisture mask on, so like a really intense conditioning mask, and then leave that on for 20-30 minutes, whatever, and then I dry my hair. Obviously put heat protectant on and stuff, but I was gonna show you like the tools I use and stuff if that's interesting to anyone. So I have a Dyson Airwrap, love it. However, I'm quite slow with it. I also feel like if to take this attachment off and put a really big brush on there would be amazing, or I need to buy a brush and learn how to blow dry my hair with two hands. Requires time to just learn how to do that. So I tend to just use this as a hairdryer, or I put the curling attachment on it, and if I'm doing something or going somewhere, I Dyson curl my hair. But I normally just dry my hair off and then go to this. It's a big brush, it's got heat coming out of it, so I dry my hair 50% and then just go round. So I just tend to honestly just grab chunks, go in and then just twist. There is no method or anything, but I just feel like it gives me that kind of smoothed out look and a bit bouncy, because this is basically dry. So but I do that to get a bit of volume, but then I just twist it round. Because I like this look. I think it's more of like a 70s kind of look. I mean, don't get me wrong, it never stays like this throughout the day. And that kind of does it for me, if I'm honest. My goal is to grow out my fringe. I'm an all or nothing person. I'm either going to have a short, jaggedy fringe, or I want it basically down here. The other thing that I also use, which I find is really amazing with ends, and I use it sparingly, because I bought this on the plane 2018 and it's still going strong. It's the it's a Space NK high-end product. It says Paris underneath it, so you know it's business. But I literally just do that much, literally a squirt. Even that's a bit much, but I just put it on my ends and scrunch it into my hair. Don't go higher than here, because your hair will just go greasy. But it's like smells incredible, but it has saved my ends. Sometimes I like to go through it with the heater brush thing, but it just gives my hair that bit of moisture. It was great in Florida. But yeah, I mean, I love the Dyson, and when I have more time I prefer the results. But this Revlon, I don't even know what it's called, but it's just a Revlon heat brush thing, is amazing. And when it does go, I'll probably repurchase it. I'm even considering buying an American version of this when we go to America at the end of this year. That's also another exciting thing to possibly talk about at some point. I'm never gonna dance again. So we just came, well, I'm at my mum's. I'm finally at my mum's. We travelled down last night in a little bit of traffic, but it was fine. And now we're in Tunbridge Wells today because I need to find some clothes that actually fit me, because my jeans make it look like I've shit myself. I went to Urban Outfitters and I appreciate it, but it's just not for me. So we're now going to we're going in the mall, and we're gonna go to Fenwick. They've got a load of concession stands. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh, vibing with this. I haven't come here for this. Oh yeah. You're just picking that leaf up. It is nice. That would go nice in your house. I like it. It's nice. So I just went into this shop called the Gas Station to try on like a pair of Levi's. The most traumatizing experience ever. They didn't have varied styles for me, so I think it's going to be a Next and M&S job. We have now reparked down at the bottom of Tunbridge Wells, and I managed to go into M&S and I was fairly successful, but I just don't think jeans are the way forward for me, so I'm going down the cargo trouser route. It was more comfortable and I felt better in them. So we are now down the bottom of Tunbridge Wells to eat and go up the Pantiles and stuff, which is the nice bit of Tunbridge Wells, I feel, or the most nostalgic part of Tunbridge Wells, because Andrew and I used to live here. So and it's a pretty glorious day, so we'll see if we can actually sit somewhere and enjoy a sandwich, nice drink. I am going to nip into Sweaty Betty, maybe Anthropology. There's me talking about things being a bit too expensive, but I feel I'm at the end of my tether now and I just want stuff to fit and to feel good in, because I can't walk around with a Teletubby bum. Oh, there's a market on today as well. I don't think I've seen it this busy in ages.
Ragged. It was only after Ragged at the hotel.
Yeah.
What did you want to do?
Whatever. Do you want to see if there's any tables inside?
We're at the Pantiles. We did go to the Ragged Trousers, but I'm quite fussy with food at the moment. I can't have oily stuff, and I'm just trying to be really specific with what I eat because my tummy's being a bit funny and I'm anxious. When we used to live down here, we used to go to the Ragged Trousers like all the time. Andrew would work from there, but we're in the hotel, the Tunbridge Wells Hotel on the Pantiles, and there's a market on. So I've ordered some food and it's on its way, but I had to come to a plant pop-up, and I've already found one that I really want, which is this one. It's gorgeous. Still got to go to a few other shops, but I don't think I can leave this. I need to take it. We've just bought a load of plants from Bella. Is it Bella?
Bella.
And Mum has just had the most amazing day meeting almost the whole cast of Voted Chelsea. Did you have a good day, Mum? I can't deal with this woman.
No, that vine of the woman screaming at the door to let her in. It's like, oh, that's Mum.
What are you doing? So it's now the next day. Last night we had a really nice night. My sister came over, we watched Avatar. Mum didn't understand it at all. We ended up having the Turkish we had Friday night again last night, and Friday night I was fine having it, but then Saturday night I woke up at 5:30, 6 this morning feeling very unwell, bearing in mind it was just bulgur rice and chicken that I was having, but I just have not been feeling very well this morning. Also, my mum's dog has not been very well. She has got a mass on the top of her heart. She's a cavachon. So she's been having lapsed breathing and hasn't been 100% herself, but yesterday I think she was on top form. You could tell she was a bit uncomfortable, but was doing really well. But this morning and all of last night, her breathing was very loud and different, and not in a good way. And she ate a little bit this morning, but it's being very fussy. So Mum has gone and taken her to the vets. They've been accommodating, trying to find things to make her feel comfortable. They're trying to make the mass smaller so she can have a better quality of life and just crack on, because she loves going on walks, she loves her food, she loves seeing our dogs. Sometimes they can be a little bit too much, but I patrol that. So not a great way to start a Sunday. Seeing Andrew's parents is now off the cards because we should have been there by now, but the Formula One is on. I think we're going to pack everything up, be ready to go by the end of the Formula One, but just take it easy and just hope that we get a bit of good news when Mum comes back. So we are back home. We're in Norwich. Yesterday was not an easy day with Olive. We've gone to the office, grabbed a few bits and made it to the tip, which I don't think I've ever come to the tip and there's been a massive queue, but the people working here are very efficient and it was a bit of an in and out job. Were you just keeping an eye on Olive?
Cameron's here.
Okay. But the fact that she's eating is good.
Yeah, it's just had some ham, so.
Amazing, look how nice and inviting and cosy it is right now.
Yeah. Oh, no.